Everyone loved the holidays. It's fun, there's no school, and sometimes we plan a chalet for our class to go. So, this incident happened to me a few years ago when I was having my holidays in June. It was the time of the year where poly students started to have their holidays. My classmate and I have a plan in mind to host a chalet in PASIR RIS for all of us to enjoy. We set the date to be somewhere around June, and we planned it to be a 4-day chalet. We booked 2 rooms in that block, and the rooms would be side by side with a door separating each room. So, the day came and we went to the chalet early to prepare. At first, everything seems normal, but then we saw a weird white pouch under the kitchen sink. Trying not to think much, we ignored it. After a while at the chalet, many of my friends came and they brought food and drinks. We had fun, talking and drinking, but it started to get late. So, for the first night, we stayed up late playing cards and watching TV. It was very noisy and crowded as there were more than 10 of them staying for the night, so nothing had happened. On the second day of the chalet, in the afternoon, a lot of my friends had gone home. There were only 2 couples and a friend of mine, who is a girl. We felt like an extra for being the third wheel in the group, but we all had fun together. Soon after, night came, and soon it was dark. For some strange reason, one of the rooms in the chalet felt extra cold, and the light seems to be very dim. We dismiss off this strange feeling with some jokes, but no one dares to sleep in that room. In the middle of the night, my friends and I were talking about haunted places. One of them brought up the red house, which is infamous for being haunted and is not far away from the chalet. We had a plan to go there, and we took our bikes and cycled there. The place looks run down since it's abandoned for a long time. When over there, nothing much had happened except one of my friends claimed he saw a pocong in the back of the house when we just reached there. When we got back to the chalet, my friend suddenly said he felt a weird aura around him and there was a smell in the chalet. We tried not to think much and continued with our plans. Then, it was around 3 a.m. A bunch of my friends already went to bed, but me and one of my friends who always stayed up late suddenly heard some sound as if there was someone jumping around downstairs. We ignored it and went straight to bed. The very next day, all went well and we all went out to have fun again. But soon, night fell. That night, we had nothing to do, so we watched some TV, and when it was around midnight, I decided to gather my friends to tell some ghost stories. My friend and I started saying ghost stories about this chalet area. All of us were scared, and we slowly moved closer, when suddenly, one of the girls said she heard some sounds from the first night. She explained she saw the figure when she was in the kitchen trying to take the drinks out from the fridge. But when she looked up again, it disappeared. After that, another one of my friends also said that during the night, their bed feels very squeezy, as if there was a lot of people sleeping on it. The story is very weird, and it caused a bunch of us to get goosebumps. So, it was getting late, and it's time to sleep. My friend and I went to get some water in the kitchen, and we were joking about the girl's story, saying it's fake and nonsense. So, after getting our drinks, we went to bed. While sleeping, I got awoken by some strange noise coming from downstairs, similar to the jumping noises I heard on the other day. I looked around to see who was awake, but everyone was asleep. So, being the brave guy, I slowly went down to see where the sound came from. And when I was at the stairs, I peeked by a wall only to see a pocong standing in the kitchen, hopping around. I was frozen for a moment in shock. Then, I quickly ran in the room and hid under the blanket on the bed. Shivering in the bed, I managed to wake my friend up. She woke up rubbing her eyes and asking me, why do I sound so terrified? When she looked at me, she suddenly screamed, covering her eyes, saying that there was something behind me. My body is now covered with goosebumps, and I shouted loudly, trying to wake up my other friend, which is sleeping on the other bed not far from us. I managed to wake my other friend up, and they quickly asked what happened. At this point, my other friend, who shared the same bed as me, already has tears in her eyes and is already crying. I told my friend what happened, and they said we should all just stay awake the whole night so nothing bad happens. In the end, nothing much happened after that. But the girl who was with me caught a fever for 3 days and recovered from it. When we went back to school, I told the others and they were very shocked to hear this. But, by the way, what could have led this spirit to our chalet? Was the chalet already cursed because of the small pouch we found under the sink? Or was it because of our adventure we had at the Red House? Till today, that night is a night I could not forget. Thank you for watching Supernatural Stories. If you like it, please like and share. Also do subscribe for more scary stories. Good night.